Hey there, guys. What's up? It's your boy E-Man from Healthy Don't Hurt. Just trying to, make videos to make your life easier and to inform you through, both information that I've learned and through my own personal experiences. Anyway, I'll cut to the chase. Today, I want to talk about my experience that I've had previously doing tech support roles. I have worked about, I'll say 6 years going on in the tech industry, doing various help desk positions, doing tech support roles. And I also had like a very brief experience with customer service, which I'll talk about in another video. But this is concentrated on tech support. So, tech support is a position where you're providing backup pretty much to like any computer. A computer could be your TV. Could be your laptop, your phone. It could be an app. Anything that uses technology, there's a number for you to contact if you need help. And the person that picks up the phone is probably the tech support rep, whose job is to help you either on the back end or through guiding you, step by step on a computer, while they're on the phone with you. First, I'll start with the pros. I started this job when I was about 19, going on 20. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And I had just Googled a whole bunch of stuff about, just jobs I could get without a degree. And it was always computer programming, tech support, things of this nature. So, I had decided to, just apply to as many tech support positions as I could. Like, I didn't even do customer service before I applied for this job. Well, it was both. It was customer service and it was tech support. But we only did customer service if like they were full. So it's pretty much like the same spot, but I'll explain later on. So I did take a position at, we'll call this company Romprast. I took my position at Romprast, which is a pretty big cable provider, an internet and home phone provider, in the nation. So I took the Romprast positions over the next couple years. I was there for about 2 years. The pros. And, I've done this I'm doing this for a different company right now, and I'll include it. I currently work for a security company. They do cameras and life supporting services, we'll call it, right? Including the security system, but we'll include that too. Won't put the name out there. So pretty much like the pros, right? Firstly, both positions offer me money that I've never, made before in my life. I have both times when I first entered into it, when, like I said, be about 4 years ago compared to, the tech support position I'm in now, which I accepted about a year ago. Each time I had made, the most amount of money I could. I gave them an offer. They accepted it. And they both came with benefits, They both came with benefits. One of the positions paid for school. It was a great opportunity. They had, if you're there for a year, a lot of times companies will allow you to go to other positions, like what you're doing right now. And Romprast was a huge international company that, it had a lot of growth. I just didn't have the patience for it because I was trying to get up out of there. You ain't about to yell at me for 2 hours, but we'll go into that in the cons, But tech support, another pro, tech support has taught me at both of these companies is just the reliance that people have on technology. And you would think that like a lot of these jobs would be taken up by robots, automated machines, but they keep coming out with new computers, new TVs, security systems. Everything is becoming automated. And the more technology is out there, the more support is required, because you can't just have, you have something going on down on Facebook or something happening on YouTube. There's no tech support at all. Social media, okay, you're allowed to do that because what you're going to do, you're going to keep using it. But if that happens to your computer that you need for work or for school, your TV you pay thousands of dollars for, the security garage that's keeping your door from going up and down. You can't really cut those corners with these services or with these products. So you have to have some form of support. And that's where we come in. So it's great. If you have an average learning ability of average knowledge, not learning ability, average knowledge of technology, you could probably, have no experience to slide by the way I did. So it was pretty cool, and, pretty much the money. The money offers benefits. I never had a job that had benefits until then. And the opportunity in itself required no education whatsoever. I both position. Well, the second position did. The first one did not. The second one I got purely based off of experience. But moving on to the cons, right? The cons. The cons. Okay. So the cons are, if you consider yourself to be an IT guy the way I am, or you want that to be your career field, if you're doing tech support, eventually it becomes monotonous. The monotony, the repetition drives you nuts. You see other people that have the same access you do to simple Google PDF documents on Google, because that's what you use, that's also one of the cons. That's another one of the cons. You're not really learning anything. If you're supporting a device or, even a website, a lot of the stuff's available online. You can Google it. People are just too lazy to, and sometimes it's the people in your own department. You will be in the tech department and solving issues, and you people that are in your same department that are assigned to fix issues just the same way you are, they won't even Google stuff. They could find the answers, but instead, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't get through two people if it's clearly on Google and Google answers it and it's the first thing that pops up. But it could be frustrating, because you have people that don't belong there. Because literally, if you're in tech support, a lot of companies, they're literally just there to fix phone calls, to just hush people up, have them call back later on, or, whatever the case may be. You're really more so just a robot who can handle a high volume of calls to fix, I would say, beginner to slightly intermediate tech problems. You're not handling any programming. It's more like settings, apps, maybe routers, but nothing intricate, because you're always guiding the customer through documents they could Google, or at least if you're supporting devices. If you work for a service provider like RomRast, the troubleshooting, they'll literally make guides where step by step, which is, I guess some people think is good because it's easy. But for me, it sucked because you're here to learn. Although you are there to make money and to do a job, you might not mind the repetition as long as you can progress in your career, but it's hard to learn and to progress in your career if you're doing the same thing. But other than that, it's cool. You might even get a place, similar to the position where I'm at, temporarily, hopefully. But yeah, let me work from home. Not every place allows you to work from home. Due to coronavirus, but I have the option because everything I do could be done on the computer. I don't have to be face to face with people. I could talk on the phone, to be honest, from anywhere. As long as I could take a tower and 2 monitors with me, I'm Gucci. And the opportunities, if you don't have a college degree and you don't plan on going to college, or if you want to get in the tech field and you just need it as a step stool, you could do customer service and do tech support, or do tech support. Comcast, and then move to tech support. After you put in some time, or maybe they see your interest, they allow you into that field, or you can just jump the way I did and get one that does both, or just do just tech support. Either way, the opportunity is there. There's so many devices, software, so much technology that needs to be supported, even though it's over the phone. And, that's sadly a part of the cons. If you're like me, I hate being on the phone, hate talking to people. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all ask me things y'all could Google. You can Google that. I should be explaining to you what Wi-Fi is. We're going to go back to cons. I want to pump the brakes on this opportunity. If you don't know what Wi-Fi is, you need to go sit in the corner and think about how you could, not ask me that. Or tech support. You bought this device and it costs so much money. You should know what Wi-Fi is. Or mobile data. Or how to get to settings. Not knowing what's inside your settings it's a little bit much for me to expect. But you should know how to get to settings, or at least what it looks like, But anyway, the opportunity is there, which is also kind of a con, because opportunity is too easy for some people. But, for those that take advantage of it, could be a great opportunity. Many companies, next great opportunity it offers is a lot of companies will pay for your college. The college will be on them, or you might have to stay there for a year, and you can, they'll pay a percentage of your college. You can even go to a different, department. Let's say it's not for you. You can go and do sales, or you can go and, I don't know, do whatever you want within the company. And also, it's a great way to just be tech savvy. We are moving in a direction where everything is going to be automated. There's going to be more technology involved, from shopping to take a showers pretty soon. You won't be able to watch a movie or, have something crazy going on in your shower. You have a smart shower, and you know how to use that would be comfortable, because you can't, I gotta wait till so-and-so, I wish my wife gets here, because she knows how to do it. You'll know how to do it, because you have a higher comfort level with technology than the average person. Even if you don't do tech support now, just because you've done it in the past, I feel like it definitely helps. The repetitive steps. That's my next point. The repetitive steps are terrible. It's mind numbing. That's also part of the cons, but I wanted to bring it up again because it's very repetitive. If you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be fixing the same 12 issues like day in, day out, to the point where you want to blow your brains out. And then you might get like 10 other problems, like sprinkled in, that it might make you think for half a second. And then every once in a blue moon, once a day, you'll get something that you really have to think and do some critical thinking, because, whether you have a good database or not for troubleshooting, or for your device information, or for anything that you're supporting, it might take a little bit longer, because you might have to reach out to another department. You might have to, look in another database, different PDF document that's not provided by your company. You don't know, but it'll take a little bit of effort. So, it might break the repetitive cycle, because you're not spitting out the same steps over and over and over again to a customer or to a vendor. My next point is seeing the inside. Seeing the inside is a good thing. That's definitely what tech support does, because you have a complete idea of how a company treats its customers, and you get to get a bigger eye view of how the company treats their customers and their employees. But more so about the customers than anything, because that's how it tells you how you should treat each company that provides a product that they do, or if you should even get one. Because if I have a Ring doorbell, and if I have a Ring doorbell and from a certain company, and they're just not treating me well, or their rates are too high, or whatever the case may be, the contract information is weird, or the technology that you're supporting, or the apps that you're supporting are not worth what's being sold. Of course, you're supposed to make more money in business, but there should be a limit on how hard you're railroading people. The wool should only be so thick that you're pulling over their eyes. They should at least be able to see sunlight when you pull, the wool over their eyes. Just a little bit of sunlight, just a dim shade of light. That's a little bit. But some companies, you see the inside, and some companies truly make it so you can't see anything. And, that might not feel good. That might not feel good. And I've definitely been there. Another thing is that you get to see other opportunities where you can help the company, because you might see a weakness, and whether or not that they allow you to fix that, or allow you to be used to fix that problem, you might see companies that have a similar structure, and you might present your solution to them, and they might take it. So that could be really valuable. In summary, I feel like that the tech support position is really, really, really underrated, because it pays well, has a variety of pay grade. The average pay is probably about $12 to $22 to $24. 24 at the highest. If you're supporting Apple software or something, you probably get paid $24, starting out at least. But you have a great opportunity to make money. In my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons, simply because if you don't like one's place, you can always leave. You can always go somewhere else and learn how to program. You can adapt and work on your skills to get a higher position, a position that supports, maybe a better clientele that are more tech savvy, or whatever. Maybe the tech customers that you're supporting are too mean. These guys treat me like dirt. but they pay me a whole bunch of money. I would rather be treated like a human being and be paid way less. Whatever your niche is. You have that selection because you can work everywhere almost. Because every device product dang near just coming out has to have tech in it. Has to be smart. Everything. Have a smart watch, a smart toothbrush, a smart this, a smart that. Somebody's got to fix that. I would not stay in it for long. Tech support, I would stay in there, probably do 4 years total, max, and then would never go back. I would just go do something else. Even if the money is worth it, I would still go and do something else, because if you're 30 doing tech support, if you're 20 doing tech support, you should not be, 10 years down the road, you're still fixing the same old piece of equipment over the phone. That is just a waste. And this is a shame, because you can make more, you can fix bigger issues, so hopefully you're using some of those pros and some of the benefits that your company is providing, because you are a part of their tech support department, to better yourself, better your career, do something, because you don't want to be stuck there, man. There are people that are stuck there, and I feel bad for them. I really do, because they're comfortable. It actually gives me anxiety, because this is year 3 going on for tech support, and I do not plan on going a 4th year, because this isn't going anywhere. I can come back, it'll still be here, everything will be perfectly fine. Someone's gonna need to connect their smart vacuum cleaner to your Wi-Fi, or their smart whatever to their Wi-Fi, and they're not gonna know how. Their security system, their speaker system. They're going to need a number to pick up and to call, and forever, because people hate robots still, even though we're as automated as we are. People still like that voice-to-voice interaction when they call somebody, and that's not going anywhere. But that's also a good thing, as it is a bad thing, because if times get hard, if I try to leap, to get too big for my britches and I leap for something, that'll always be there, and it pays enough for me to pay my bills and to have some money left over, and keeps my brain thinking, at least in the tech industry, slightly, depending on what department, you work in. But I would recommend it to somebody, especially if you don't have a college education. Even if you do, I would do like a year pit stop here, get in the door with a giant company like Romhrast, or like Verizon, and just completely hop departments within the companies. Don't hop companies, because that's why you did the whole year. But just hop in the position that you got your degree in. A lot of times people are Googling stuff anyway in this position. It's not as hard as people think. I don't think my job is hard. There are definitely people at my job, at my tech support job, and at the last one I had, that shouldn't have been hired there. I'm like, how did you get a job? You have no idea the way Wi-Fi or internet works. You know nothing about computers. You don't know anything about different type of networks. You just don't know. But you're helping people fix theirs, and they're dependent on you. And a lot of times, the systems and the troubleshooting guides, whether how easy or if there's no troubleshooting guides, or how hard the troubleshooting guides are, you still have help. It's not you just shooting from the hip or finding the information yourself, or, they make it in very easy. So, it's a gift and a curse. Use it wisely. I would, especially if you're not making over $15 an hour right now. I would recommend you try doing tech support. Especially because of the older generation, they are terrible at technology. We literally move at 20 times the pace that they do. It's wild. But yeah, that's how I feel about it, guys. That's what tech support taught me. It's kind of depressing, because you realize that once you join in a corporation, you're just a small keg in a big machine. And you just chop the same block over and over. It's all the same. You're just like a long conveyor belt, and they just take your money, provide the service, fix the service, and it's a repetitive cycle. And you toss contracts in there for profit, for revenue, and account for some lower fees, because people will be happy about those contracts. We'll get into that in another video. Why you shouldn't sign a contract unless you have to. But yeah, guys, thanks for listening to Healthy Don't Hurt. And this video is relative to Healthy Don't Hurt and being healthy, because this could be a potential job. You know, you might not be making as much money as you would like. You might be kind of skilled with computers, but can't find a decent job. I might do a video on how to find a decent job, or at least a job that pays 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, $21 an hour. That's my range because that's what I know how to make. I haven't made any more than that, so I can't really, say how to if I haven't done it. But that's what tech support jobs have taught me. It's been slightly painful. It's been slightly enjoyable. Say overall, it has, I got a couple cars, have overspent a little bit because I thought I had more coming in than I didn't. Or I really did. Was able to pay it off. Was able to save. Bought some cool stuff. It's not that much money, but it's enough. And it's an increase because before that I was just waiting tables. So that was my first taste of a 9-to-5 and corporate work environment. And it might be important because a lot of people don't work a 9-to-5 or have a job with benefits or, even have paid vacation time. Sounds basic, but not that many people have it. And that's what tech support can give you, with the good, with the bad. But thanks for tuning in. See you next episode. Peace. See how that went.